Welcome back if you're returning. It's nearly summertime and it's a great time to change things up, bring new energy to your spaces. The start of a new season's a great time to have a fresh start for your home. Seasonal decorating or redecorating can revitalise and help transition between the seasons. We can add some visual interest and breathe new life into our spaces. Each season is unique, so let's change the ambience for this one. The outdoor spaces have been refreshed. Let's do some indoor spaces. I've been to a few different stores in the last little while. This particular store was in Niagara Falls, Ontario, and it was really quite interesting because I walked into this little shop and it was like walking into my childhood. So that's how old I am now, that shops selling things from my childhood are classed as antique shops. How sad is that? But I suppose if you look at the alternative, I'm just glad to be here. But this place was it was like a treasure trove of things that I'd seen growing up and probably had, most of them in the house. My parents used most of these things in their decor, which is funny because, we all tend to go through phases in our life when we go through with trends, and then those trends come back, and then there's always classics that we stick with, whether they're antique pieces or modern pieces that become antiques. It's really quite strange, but there was a lot of inspiration. I did pick up a few things, so let's check out what I got. So I picked up these 5 little containers. They are copper lids, quite tarnished, but I thought I'd have a go at cleaning them. And they are crockery bottoms, so they're like the little cups are made of china. And I thought, $4.99, so it's $1 each. I thought they'd be really cute on the countertop with herbs in, the herbs that you use every day. Rather than having to go to the cupboard every time. So the herbs that we use every day, I would put in these containers and then put these little labels on, obviously with their names on. So I thought that was as a little project I was going to do. This, I always know them as loving cups. I'm not sure what else it would be used for. That's what they used to call them. I thought this was really cute. I thought I would use this as a little plant holder, or for little bits and bobs that you have beside the bed maybe, or keys or pens. We're always losing pens around our house, so I thought that would be perfect. So cute. Love the silver, love the blue. I saw this little, I'm assuming it's a shelf. I'm going to use it as a riser in the kitchen. I have a little clock that I want to put above so you can see it behind my dishes, so that's what that's for. A couple of little notions there for $2.99. As you know, I'm always sewing stuff, always pick up the notions. This is great, another riser, 50 cents. Not sure if I'm going to paint this or leave it the way it is. I quite like the colour of it with the wood inside. Again, this is going to go, I was thinking, on my countertop, maybe with those little pots inside them. I thought that would be good. This little tray was really nice. It's quite heavy. It's metal. It's got little ball feet. It's got a leather inlay and little leather bits on the handles. $3, and I thought I could either use it outside on the patio, or I could add it to a stand that I've got and make a little side table for outside. We'll see. And then I got 4 little hooks for $3, which are quite cute, and I'm not sure yet. I think I might use them outside, probably to hang up all my little garden tools, because I'm always losing them. I happened upon a little thrift shop that was having 50% off its jewellery and picked this little item up. It was kind of a cross between something from Lord of the Rings and maybe the Art Deco era, so I liked that. That was $4, so I picked that up. There were other items as well, but I'm not a big jewellery wearer. I just like little things like that. Sometimes they're just nice to put on scarves, but I digress. I've been looking for numbers for a long time, didn't want to spend a fortune on them because they are really expensive in the shops. Found one day for $1 and the next day found one for 50 cents. So I picked both of those up. I'm going to spray them before I put them on a plaque for the front of the house. This basket was $3, which was a great price. It's really sturdy, well made, good condition, already lined, and I'm going to be putting one of my lavender bushes in there. This little pot was $4 and I thought that the ivy looks very real, so I can use it out on the patio with some little twinkly lights in for now, and then I think I'm going to bring it inside at the end of the summer. This brush was really handy. It is a brush and a shoehorn, $2, and it just needs the little hook in the end, which I've already put in, and I'm hanging it up in my kitchen. So this little piece of lace actually was the inspiration for the bedroom makeover, because I remembered I have two pillows, two big square European pillow shams that I bought a couple of years ago, and I thought that they would look lovely in the bedroom for the summer, so that it was the inspiration. Then I saw this little pink doily and I thought that would look nice on a bedside table. I also grabbed a few other items. This little perfume bottle, I think it was an old Avon bottle, would look nice in the curio cabinet. There was this little table and this box. The box was 50 cents, I believe it was. I thought it was really pretty. I always think they look lovely when you open them up anyway, but they look nice when they've got boxes, TV boxes or remote controls. And then the little table was $5 and it's perfect for my hallway. I'm going to recover it, refinish it. I'm not sure exactly how yet, but that'll be in an upcoming video. I also picked up this little clock. It's a glass clock. I don't see them like this very often. It's really small. It looks so cute on my fireplace. I've got another little couple of clocks there, so it goes with that little collection. I also grabbed this beautiful piece of upholstery weight velvet, and I have an idea to make a slip cover from the couch maybe next week, so let me know if you want me to film that. It's going to be a bit of a Frankenstein with all different materials, but I've got an idea in my head and we're going to see if it comes to fruition. There are a couple of little spots on this, but I think I can spot clean them out, and that whole piece was $7. So there was two methods I wanted to try. There was the lemon with the salt, which worked almost immediately. You can see it just coming up as I'm rubbing the salt on the lid with the lemon. That was the best. No good if you've got any cuts on your fingers, which I did. But it did work immediately. Another method was the apple cider vinegar with the salt. Again, same type of process. It's just a matter of getting it into all the little nooks and crannies. They both worked really well. I know you can also use tomato ketchup. I remember years ago using that to clean my copper pans, and that was actually when I stopped eating ketchup, because I figure if it can clean my pans, I don't want it to clean the inside of my stomach. So there was a couple of different methods, and they both worked really quite well. So the temperatures are starting to creep up. It's time to shed any cool weather decor and refresh your house to reflect the summer season. So let's get rid of those hot woolen blankets that have been keeping us cozy all winter. As you can see, I have quite a few because my house is very drafty. But having said that, it's nice to have some blankets to throw over yourselves if the evening's not as warm as it should be, or to first thing in the morning, sometimes when the air conditioning's been on too high overnight, just to wrap yourself in a little blanket, something that's not too heavy. So let's replace them with some nice cool summer blankies. Note the blankie as opposed to winter blanket. So this is a pretty little toile blanket that I've got. It's not terribly large. It's one that you would probably throw over your feet and your legs. It's not going to wrap you up, but it's enough to take the drafts away. I've also got a really lovely blue knitted blanket that is really lovely and lightweight, again just to take the chill off, and that's all you really need when the weather turns warm, but you still need a little something just to keep the drafts away. So I don't know if you've noticed, but that blue chair has replaced my little two-seater sofa. I've actually moved it outside. We've been sitting outside so much, and the outdoor furniture is lovely and comfy, but I thought how lovely would it be for the summer months to move my comfy couch, two-seater couch, out into our new garden room, and it is lovely out there. So what I've done, I've moved that little chair over into the corner. It's opened the room up, and I've added that little side table from the hallway just for as a little occasional table for your coffee, your glass of wine, your books. It's perfect. It's really opened the room up and made it so light and airy, especially for the summer. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I start moving things around, I start to see things with a new eye. And I'd wanted to change something in the bedroom for a little while. I wanted to put up a new cornice, curtain cornice above the bed. And I'd been looking around for something, and then it dawned on me. The thing that I needed was in the kitchen on the shelf. Or it was the shelf. So I thought that's perfect for what I need, but I'm going to have to replace it. So I took the little shelf down, which, by the way, was never quite right. I love the picture, I love the vases, I love the shelf, but put them all together, I wasn't happy with the look. So with me removing this little shelf and reusing it, I had to bring another shelf in, and that way I rethought the whole corner and refreshed it, which I think is a perfect look, not just for summer, but it just works for summer. So this is the little shelf that I'm going to be using, or have used. I just rubbed it with a little bit of Craft Smart. It's like Rub and Buff. We can't get Rub and Buff here in Canada. I've not been able to get it, so I put it on everything now, and I love the colour of it. So you remember the bedroom before, it was blue toile with the blue velvet. So I changed out the cornice with that little shelf. I've stuck these curtains up inside it. These are lace curtains from IKEA, and that's really lightened up the room. And then I'm going to change the bedding out and give it a nice bright summer feel. So do you remember these lampshades? I picked them up a couple of weeks ago in a garage sale, and I've been waiting to use them. Now I've got my opportunity. I had a king size a bed set from Laura Ashley. It's quite old. I've had it for years. And the two pillowcases that came with it are enormous. Obviously they're for a king size bed. So I've cut them down to size to fit the queen size, and I've used the excess fabric to cover the actual lampshades. So when you pull this material apart, you come with 3 layers. There's a top layer, which is the pattern. There's a middle layer, which is like a batten, and then the back layer, which is also a pattern, but it's a reverse pattern, so it's the black and white that you can see in the background. So we're going to be using both of them. As you can see here, I'm stretching it over the lampshade. I'm taking the original join This is the seam where the fabric was joined together on the original lampshade. So what I'm going to do is I'm cutting a piece now from the backing piece, just to add to the top of the lampshade as a bit of a contrast ribbon along the tops, just so that it all coincides and matches the bedspread. If you sew, even if you don't sew, if you notice with material, there's certain ways you can pull the material and it's got more stretch to it. That's what I've done here, because it'll go around the top of the lampshade more easily. And you can see, so what I've done is I've sewn the first layer of fabric into place, and then I've stitched it, and I've got pins to hold it nice and tight, and then I'm cutting it to length. And you can either sew this or glue it. If you have a hot glue, you can do that just the same. And then you're going to hot glue the top and the bottom of the lampshade, and then you're going to go around with your scissors and you're just going to trim everything so that you have no excess material hanging out. So everything's sewn, everything's glued. I'm just going to add my trim around the top of both shades and we are finished. So we are going to change out the big European pillows with these lovely lace ones that I'd picked up a couple of years ago in a garage sale, thrifting. I can't remember where I got them now, but they are lovely. They're very summery, and I try to put them on the bed every summer. The quilt is a Laura Ashley quilt I've had for a very long time. It is a king size set, so I had to cut down the king size pillows to fit the queen bed, but you can see, you'd never know, they match lovely. And of course then just throw the big white pillows on the front. Now the bedside tables have the new lamps on them, and I think they look so nice matching the bedspread. I just threw a couple of doilies on my side and then my husband's side. The curtains I think look really lovely. They're so summery and fresh. I did hang a picture up on the wall between the bed, the headboard and the cornice, and I just used the same wax to tie the picture frame in with the cornice that I've used. I've had a pink silk pillow that I've just wrapped in lace again, but I do swap that out for a really pretty toile pillow that I've had. I really wanted to make some changes in the kitchen. So that brick wall that I got at the end, I wanted to add some of my willow plates and my transferware. So I marked out the spots I wanted to have them on and then worked with 3 or 4 plates that I initially had. I did end up adding more plates because they're just so such beautiful colours. I've got so many different transfer plates and willow that I just wanted to get as many of them on the wall as possible. I did put stickers and tabs on the back of some of the plates, and then I used plate hangers for the others, but it's a bit of a variation of the both, and it's just added a punch of colour to the one corner of the kitchen, and certainly made it feel more summery. I did go back and add the extra 2 red plates. I think I would like to add more to this wall as well, but I ran out of plate hooks. I'm going to see if I can find some more and probably make the whole wall, make a bit more of a feature of it. But they do look really nice on the wall, and again it's almost like a plate garden. I also added a couple more pictures in through around the kitchen, changed out some old ones for my nautical ones. There's the little tray with the herb pots in, and it just seems so nice and so fresh to change a few things up around the kitchen and the rest of the house. Other ways of bringing summer into the home or bringing the outdoors in. Bring flowers to pots. They don't have to be real. Faux flowers are really beautiful these days, and they certainly don't take any watering. So bring the flowers in, put the flowers around the house. That adds pops of colour. Don't forget to light some candles, those beautiful smelling candles. Citruses and lemons are always beautiful for the summertime. So there's our couch. It is so comfy. We sit out there every evening listening to the birds singing and the water in the little water feature, and it's just so lovely. Life's too short, summer's too short, and it's nice just to sit and relax and enjoy your surroundings with the ones you love.